Like I said, we're going to do this meditation on self-loathing. Either, I'm a bad person and I hate myself, or I don't count, I'm not worthy, and, I'm not important. Okay. So let's just first relax the bodies. Just focus on your breath. Notice that your breath has its own natural rhythm. And elongate the exhalation breath. And you can feel your body relax even more. Elongating the exhalation breath slows the heart rate down, calms the body down, regulates the CO2 levels, which helps with anxiety. And with every exhalation breath, if you can get it to like 6 to 7 seconds for each exhalation breath, but don't strain. You shouldn't be gasping or gulping for air on the inhale. But if you can get it to that, you're doing well. And just do a few rounds of this mindful breath work, elongating the exhalation breath to relax the body. And then from there, if your body's relaxed, bring up your main issue of self-loathing in you. When does it come up the most? In talking to your partner and you're having an argument? At work? With your family of origin, your parents? Where do you feel your sense of self-loathing the most? So bring up an example of that, an actual example in your head. And all unresolved emotions are stored in the body. When they're not fully processed and experienced somatically, they get stuck there. And honestly, what gets them stuck there a lot is the mind, making up a story and then just trapping it there. And like I said, the mind just really believes what it's saying is right, and it just traps the feeling there. So just bring up the example in your head and just notice where in your body is the feeling stuck. In your gut, in your chest, in your throat. Just notice that. And then from there, focus on relaxing the entire body. Imagine that you are breathing out tension on the exhale and breathing in peace. And then from there, hopefully the body's a little bit more relaxed. And now we're going to access the peaceful presence of universal energy, which is the same presence that you might feel in a deep meditation or yoga or in nature or in prayer or in church. It has been called the peace of God. It has been called the peace that surpasses all understanding. It has been called Buddha nature. It's been called many things. Sometimes people like just calling it the peace to be non-secular, but understand this is not an emotion of peace. This is not your body feeling relaxed. This is actually an energetic presence of peace. And there's two easy ways to access it. The first way to access it is to understand what it is. All that you're accessing, this peaceful presence, is the presence of the energy that makes up the universe. Yes, the same energy that makes up all atoms and molecules, thus makes up all solids, liquids, and gases, thus everything in the universe, that's what you're accessing. So it's the energy that makes everything exist. And so the easiest way to access this is to do the opposite mentally, not physically, mentally. I always have to say, do this mentally, not physically, when I'm online like this, because I don't know who's listening. Mentally, try not existing and really make an effort to not exist. Because when you really make an effort mentally to not exist, you can't do it. Nobody can, because you come face to face with the presence of your own existence that feels in the human body like this still, silent, peaceful presence, this energetic presence. That when you close your eyes, you feel it in your heart and in your consciousness. But also when you relax your focus or you open your eyes, you realize it is in the room with you. It is not just in the body, it is all around. So inside the body, outside the body does not apply to this. This is the peaceful presence of universal energy, the way we describe it here. Another way to access it is also quite easy, and that is to bring up in your head something that makes you feel peace. It could be the ocean. It could be fluffy little clouds on a sunny day. It could be your dog. It could be somebody you love, something that makes you feel peace to the point. So bring it up in your head to the point where you feel peace. And once you got it there, right? Let go of the image and pay attention to the feeling. And it should be this presence, peace. But you'll realize it's not just in you. Notice that the presence of peace is all around you as well. And when you notice that, when you really begin to notice that the presence of the peace is actually in the atmosphere of the room that you're in, your connection with it may feel enhanced. All you're feeling is the energy of the universe. And ask yourself and check, will the energy of the universe ever end? Will it all of a sudden disintegrate? And check, will the energy of the universe that you're feeling ever end? And it never ends because it's eternal, but really check that. Do you think the energy of the universe will all of a sudden disintegrate? Or does it always seem solid and constant? And we're not looking for an intellectual answer. We're looking for an experiential answer because you're supposed to enhance your connection with it. Yes, so you feel it more just by putting more of your attention there, yes? Okay. And so it should feel like, you feel this presence of energy all around you, this peaceful presence like the ocean, right? And so to help us resolve these feelings, the key is we're going to bring up the self-loathing feeling. But the key to resolving it is to be feeling the presence of peace and the feeling at the same time. And again, it's very important. Do not go with the mind, no matter what it tells you. This presence of peace is going to end. I have an email that I have to do. These are all things that people have actually said to me. There is evil in the world and I can feel it. These are all things that the mind does to distract you right in the middle of the meditation. So whatever it says, no matter how strong it feels, go back to the peace. Okay. I'm just going to extend this TikTok session. Oops, 1 second here. Okay. Okay, so you're still feeling the presence of the peace, yes? So using the analogy of the ocean, go into the ocean, this ocean of peace. Submerge yourself in it, simply by putting more of your attention there. Go deep into it. Go deep into this ocean of peace. Go deeper into your consciousness. Go deeper into yourself. And the deeper you go, the more your attention you put there, the more you feel its strength. Yes? Feels enhanced. Again, your mind may try to distract you by saying something like, you're doing this wrong, or you don't need this, you'll already do a lot of good therapy. It's going to say anything because it doesn't want you to feel this. The mind, with its protective mechanism, is trying to stop you from feeling a feeling that it feels is dangerous. All minds, all egos are like that because they're part of the security mechanism of the brain. So just do your best to just lovingly and gently put your mind's thoughts to the side and always go back to your heart. And go deeper. Now we're going to the deeper parts of your consciousness, the deeper parts of this ocean of peace, where it may be darker. Your mind may have pushed emotions down there, especially ones like self-loathing, self-hatred. And going back to one of my favorite topics, generational trauma, you may have been feeling this self-loathing all of your life. Sometimes I ask people, when was the first time you ever felt this? And they say, I've always felt this. That tells me this may be generational, that there may not be a specific event in your life because it was passed into you from your parents and your ancestors. So you may be going the deep recesses of your consciousness where the mind has pushed these feelings down because, again, it feels these feelings are dangerous. It doesn't know how to resolve them. It only knows how to think them away. And to resolve them, we simply have to feel them somatically, experience them in the body. And so bring up the feeling, this self-loathing, whether it's, I hate myself, or I don't matter. If you really want to get to the core of it, ask yourself, when was the first time I ever felt this? Self-hatred, this feeling of you don't matter. That's the first time your mind said, I never want to feel this again, and pushed it down and try to keep it down. A lot of people don't even realize that their actions are fueled by self-loathing because the mind has effectively hid it from them, like in a narcissistic personality, like in a borderline personality. Sometimes they don't even realize what they're feeling is self-hatred. So again, the key is to always be feeling as much as you can the peaceful presence of universal energy around you and inside you. Don't go with the mind and feel the feeling. Again, if you've been through trauma and you are concerned about if you bring this feeling up all the way, what your body's going to do, don't do it all the way. Do it in bits and parts. But you do need to see this somatic release work, how the peaceful presence of God, universal energy, whatever you want to call it, will help you to resolve this feeling. It will release it from you, but only when you are totally 100% courageous and willing to feel it in the body as wholly as you can. So bring it up without any agenda to change this feeling, to do therapy on yourself, to make yourself feel better. Your mind is not involved in this process, just your feelings. Feel the peaceful presence of universal energy all around you, and then the feeling in the body. Use as much as you can, 100% of your body. Every square inch of your body should be used. So your body's relaxed, a relaxed, open vessel for feeling whatever is coming out of your consciousness right now. And don't force anything. In the end, it's God or the universe or your intuition that decides what's going to be resolved tonight. Your only job is to be courageous, open, willing, and vulnerable. And don't be scared. Your body can handle emotions. Yes, it may shake, the heart may beat, it may feel like it's going to die. It may feel like a feeling that feels like you're going to die, but it is a bodily sensation that comes and goes. And it will go only if you are 100% experiencing it. This is why people say peace, love, and happiness are fleeting, because we embrace those feelings. And the way you make feelings go and disappear is you embrace them and feel them. This is why people say happiness is fleeting. Yes, because you have no problem embracing that. What we have problem is embracing these: self-loathing, hopeless despair, unresolved grief, loss. If any of these emotions are coming up, overwhelming sadness, you don't want to feel these, but you resolve them the same way. They're just feelings, they're energies that need to peak and go down. And when you do this, you'll find that they are finite, these unresolved core, even trauma-based emotions. They don't come back. They're weaker. Now, if your body has anxiety and is triggered easily, your nervous system is triggered, that may still happen. But these unresolved deep core, maybe even trauma-based emotions that you push down there, once you feel them fully in the body, you'll find that they are finite. If they go down 90%, they stay down 90%. That's what people say, and that's what happened here. And they will never be triggered again in a relationship, by your partner, by somebody insulting you. They'll never be triggered again because you felt them and they've been released. Well, they're more like integrated into the system. So just feel it. If any other emotions are coming up, feel them too. If there's any part of your body that's clenched tight, like your throat, your stomach, anywhere, headache, just notice that and relax the body. That part of the body, that means there's something inside resisting. Just tell your mind it's going to be okay. Put it to the side and simply feel. Again, don't go with the mind, even if it tells you some kind of really nifty story about the feeling. I can do this better, or remember when you felt this last time and this happened? Here's a little secret. Your mind is not talking to you. It's talking to itself, trying to protect the body. You are the peace. You are the universal energy. The mind is basically talking to itself. Even when it says, I, me, my, or mine, it's still talking to itself, because you are not that. You're not a thought. So just let it ramble and know that you are this. And when you do, no feeling will bother you ever again. And thus you'll be able to live life on life's terms. You'll be able to roll with the punches. Your personality will be softer. You'll be more emotionally neutral. And you'll be able to tell your partner, I will always take responsibility for my feelings, even if you insult me, because I know how. And it's not your job to make me feel better. You were not put on this earth to make me feel better. And I know how to do that now. I know how to resolve these feelings. Would you like a relationship like that? It's totally possible if you commit to this work and don't listen to your mind. It's not evil, it's not bad, it's doing its job. But it's just going to distract you. And so you know you're integrating this emotion when you're in this totally open, allowing state. Your body's nice and relaxed. Your breath is nice and calm. You're allowing everything. and your mind becomes quieter, calmer, emptier. Get a sense of it? And if you really want to resolve this, remember I told you to bring up, where do you feel this self-loathing the most? What example in your life do you feel this self-loathing the most? In an argument with your partner, at work, with your mother? Bring that up again. And bring up the worst case scenario of that. Basically, when you bring up this example, you feel anxiety because your mind is scared of the worst case scenario. What is it scared of? Getting divorced, losing your family, getting fired from your job, your relationship with your mother ending, being alone. What is it? And whatever it is, think about that and the emotion that comes with it. And just do the same thing. Feel the peaceful presence of universal energy and allow that thought to be absorbed into your body. Don't resist it. Again, we have no problems embracing thoughts of winning the lottery, buying a new house, finding the love of your life, but we have problems embracing these. And as a result, we live lives half-lived, always trying to feel happy and always going for one side, the yin, not the yang, one side of the coin, not the other. And life will always show you it's both. You actually need one to have the other. And when you do embrace both sides and all of the feelings that your mind is scared of, all of the thoughts of your future, all the worst case scenarios, by staying in the peace and allowing the full expression of these thoughts and feelings at the same time, don't use the peace to push this stuff down. It just becomes like another drug or addiction, like it did for me after I stopped drinking for many years. I would get high on the peace, and I thought that was the point. And then I got really, really angry when anger came back up or negative feelings came back up, until somebody told me this peace or bliss is not meant for you to get high. It's meant for you to help you feel all of your feelings. And if you really want to know peace, feel them. And you'll know a peace that's even better than this bliss, because it's a peace that allows every feeling. Even the fear of death. So again, if your body's relaxed, you're totally in this open, allowing state. You're feeling the peace all around you, and your mind is quiet and empty. Then you've shifted around this topic. And just to check, stay in the peace, abide in the peace, and bring up the problem again. This, when does the self-loathing come up the most? Bring up that image. But now you're looking at it from the point of view of the peace. Go back to your mind with this anxious, neurotic thinking that's probably been knocking on the door the whole time, and you'll probably feel anxiety again. Stay in the peace. Resolve any feelings. And look at the problem again from this point of view. This is seeing things through God's eyes. That's what this is. Seeing things through the peaceful eyes that accepts everything. This is also seeing things through your third eye as well. God knows every thought and feeling is a part of itself. And what's coming up for you now? Was it even a problem? You feeling loneliness? Was it even really a problem? You feeling your self-loathing? Was it even a problem from the point of view of the piece? You feeling any emotion? Only the mind. If you say, yes, this is a problem, that's your mind. And it's going to do the same thing that it always does. Avoid it, make you do an addiction. That's what it usually does. It just postpones it. And it would rather kill you with an addiction to feel this feeling. And it doesn't care. It really doesn't. I've got in touch with that part of my mind. It does not care. It will not, it will take this whole Titanic down not to feel a feeling. But luckily, like I said, it's not you. Just stay in the peace and feel your feelings. And that's it. That's the last instruction. If you feel you've shifted here, stay in the peace and never shy away from any feeling, no matter what your mind is telling you. And then you will know this peace. Always. No matter what's going on. And you'll always be able to come back to it. And you may notice that your entire life may become more peaceful. Okay. So thank you. Let's take a nice breath.